And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Kassarian, and welcome back to the episode of Modded Factorio. Okay, what are we doing today? Well, I'm I'm attempting to clean up this place a little bit, basically. Where the heck are you going? Nowhere. That appears to be where you are going. Okay. So what I'm doing is, now that my logistics system is a little bit more robust, I'm basically just working on getting a few things cleaned up here. So that means, in part, rebuilding a lot of the system to take advantage of the fact that I have a logistics system. And let's do that. Otherwise, working on making this stuff a little bit cleaner. And as a matter of fact, let me... Where is this going? Let's see what these are being used for. Nothing, I don't think. You're coming over to here, you're coming up, and you have nothing going for you. Thought so. All right. So batteries are not doing anything. Or at least not doing anything important. Yes, so we're just kind of cleaning up here, figuring out where everything's going, and... all right, batteries are now disconnected. Good. Okay, then let's do this. And then let's do one of these. Easy way to collect all the crud that you have building up places. So yeah, as you guys can probably tell, this is basically cleaning day. We're just redesigning, rebuilding, and re-ing a lot of things. And all right, so this goes up to here. What is this plastic going to? Nothing. That's going to a line that does nothing. Okay. That's good to know. Right, this is what's left of my old trunk system. Right, okay. That's what this is. I'm like, why did I run all this stuff out here? Right, this is the old trunk system, which, now that we have logistics, we're no longer really using. All right, this stuff's going where? This stuff's coming down to here to be turned into circuits. There has to be a better way to do that. Now, that is producing quite a bit of circuitry there. But I suspect, as I think about it, we can probably do a lot better producing advanced circuits over here. All right, so we have plastic coming out there. And then we need copper. Okay. So if I clean this out just a little bit, hope nothing entirely disconnects, because I'm cleaning this junk up. There we go. Okay, so we have copper and iron coming down from up above there. Right. Now, if I, let's say we did back to wall to wall. 1, 2, 3. What do we have down there? 1, 2, 3, right? All right, so let's give ourselves a little bit more space here. 1, 2, 3. And then what did we do? With one space in between? Yes, okay. I did... Well, let's try this. Let's do one space up. Like that, right? That isn't going to work. So we do that, right? So those feed up. So let's go like that. And that. And then these have to move back down just a little bit. We're still a little high, but the other thing to remember is that this doesn't really need to be there right now. All right, so let's rip all this stuff out. All of this stuff. And this is probably putting a dent in my production of circuits from somewhere, but right now my care rating is fairly low. So, yes, we're kind of condensing, rebuilding, fixing some interesting mix-ups. What are you going to? All right, so let's get rid of all of that. And then... oops. Well, no, that goes too. Right, that does go. Let's remove that. Okay. And then we can pull this out, right? Boy, there's a lot of stuff I had running around. We still need iron to get down to this thing. No, bullet damage 3. What do I want to do? What do we want to do? Something that doesn't require purple. All right, shotgun shell speed. Why not? Let's collect all of this junk. Well, this guy isn't running that often, is he? No, he isn't. Not at all, actually. All right, so let's first of all replace you. Get some more of you in there. We can yank you out. You're a provider chest, right? And what are you? You're a smart inserter, right? So what if we remove that, and we don't need you anymore. And then we put our... what is it called? We put a requester chest in there. Right there. With a feed going up and down. And we put one of these guys in. There we go. And you're going to request iron plates to the amount of 50. What else do you guys need? Iron and iron. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so now that's working. And we actually, because of where we positioned this now, we can remove this entirely. Take these out, right? Right. And then... connect that like that. Good. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's yank all of this stuff up. Oh, we can't really do that, can we? What else is this stuff feeding? Okay, that's more circuitry down here. All right, so we're just going to rip all of this stuff out then. Okay. Alrighty then. So we need, what do we need in here? Iron and copper. So let's get ourselves a pair of... yeah, because these aren't running that often, are they? I didn't want active providers. I wanted a pair of requesters. Because then we can go like that, and we can say, you need to keep 20 iron, and you need to keep 20 copper in you. Right? Right. Actually, let's get these yanked out. All right, and then let's take our chemical plant, right? Well, that's 1, 2, 3, like that, right? And then we just need some of this, right? And then we need a requester chest. Move him up a little bit. And we'll keep logistics. All right. So let's keep 50. Let's just do that. Oops. That. And we'll keep 50 in there. And then we want this to be 50 copper. And then we'll go with fast inserters. Because there really isn't any much way that this thing can really get messed up. I'll drop off some of that too. Okay, good. And then what are you doing? You're producing... you should be producing batteries. Right? Because we're not producing batteries anywhere else. Correct? Correct. And then we'll remove this. Oh gosh, that just broke my entire network. We'll do that. And then we'll have a passive provider, right? Because we're not producing batteries anywhere else, and we're not chaining them anywhere. So we have our passive provider chest that goes in over here somewhere. Passive provider, we'll put them there, and we'll go like that. Good. All right, we have a ton of batteries somewhere else in our network, and I'm not certain where that somewhere else is. So let's remove that, and let's go with a smart inserter like that, and we'll say you less than that, and let's say 100. I mean, we're never going to get that low, but might as well. Okay, so now what? All right. So you are producing down here. Right? Right. Oh, shotgun shell speed. Thank you. Let's do 4, I guess. Okay, so what I also want to do, because I think these guys actually have a longer extension range. That they do. Which allows me to just do a clearance all the way over. Good. Perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, so let's get all of this stuff ripped out now. And I don't want you to do that. And I don't want you to do that. Okay, so we'll rip this out for just right now. Okay. So we need to have our end result of production, right, is going to be one of these, 1, 2, 3, and one of those, okay? That's going to be our end result of production, all right? And then we need to have this here and that there, okay? Oops, but not using those. We want to have these in there, okay? So these guys are going to be processing units and processing units, right? And what we'll do is we will... how am I going to make this work right? Okay. So I need to go in and in. And I think... all right, so these guys are going to be advanced circuits, right? Advanced circuit, advanced circuit. Good. Okay, so then we need these guys to get regular circuits and copper. Running out of space a little bit. So if I do that, that, we'll remove that and that, right? Okay. Now what am I going to do? Let's take a look at this for a second. Intermediate products. So it takes you 11.5, it takes you 1.3, you require 4 copper cable. Okay. And how long does it take to produce that copper cable? Shouldn't take that long, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. All right, well, let's move this entire setup then, because we're getting low on space where we're trying to put it, and that's going to be an issue. Except this isn't feeding anything now, right? Right. Nothing is being fed on this line, I think. Let's look at it a bit better. Is anything feeding this line? No. Nothing is being fed by this line right now. Okay. So we're going to come down and then over, right? Right. Then I can pick this chunk up. I can get this stuff out of the way. This theoretically is being fed. My laser production? Oh, wow. Look at that. I ran out of that stuff. Okay. My laser production is theoretically being fed on that line. But I'm not using much in the way of lasers right now, and I can always rebuild that somewhere else later. Oh, wow. Look at the amount of empty space we just got ourselves. Okay. So, that's feeding like that. Now, what would happen if, for example... yeah, let's do this. What are you? You're not feeding anything, right? Right, okay. You're going over like that. I don't know why I have this going underground here. Oh, I know why I have that going underground. All right, hold on for a second. Because I was actually thinking ahead when I did this. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, no, I don't need that. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Let's put this in first, all right? Why don't we just get this put in? So we need that chemical plant to produce batteries, right? It's 1, 2, 3. So just shift it over a little bit. Okay. Because then you're going where? Nowhere. That's exactly where you're going, is nowhere. Okay, so let's try this again. So that goes there. That's 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. So that goes there now. We can put in, because I love going underground with this stuff, we can put in an underground, a pipe to ground right there like that. All right. So now you should be getting, because you're producing batteries, you have plenty of that. Okay, good. And then we get our requester chest back. Right there. And we put in that, and we say you need to keep 100 iron and 100 copper in you at all times. Goody good. And then we go like this. So like that and like that. Perfect. Okay. So then we need to have what? What do we need to have now? Come on, Cass. You can do this. We need to have our passive supplier. Passive provider, rather. And he's going to go in right there. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to feed him. Theoretically, I have regular transport. Regular, there we go. So we're going to feed you like that. Oops, nope. Like that. Good, okay. So that's all set up, and that's perfect. Good. All right. So this stuff's over here. That stuff's over there. So we have this big open space. Okay. Big open space. Right. All right. So we're going to have you, 1, 2, 3, and you like that. All right, good. And you're going to produce those, and you're going to produce those, right? Right. And then we're going to have that and that. And you guys are going to be producing these, and you are going to be producing these. Okay. Except that's not going to work. Okay, so 1 there, 1, 2, 3, 1 there. And then 1 here, and then 1 here. All right, and you're going to produce those, you're going to produce those, and we need copper cables now, which is what you are going to produce. Copper cable and copper cable. Good. Then we need these guys to be filled, so let's do that, and you guys are going to be my processing units. And we can rotate these around to a way that makes vague amounts of sense. Okay. So now what? That's a good question. All right, so let's start getting these guys connected at least. So let's go like that, and let's go like that. Good. And then we, excuse me. Then we can go, because it doesn't need to be fast, we can go like that and that. And then we're going to need a passive provider goes there and there. And what do you need? Advanced circuits, electronic circuits. So the electronic circuits will produce another set of those here, here, and we'll do this. Watch. 1, 2, 3. And you'll be electronic circuits, and you'll be electronic circuits. You will be copper cable, copper cable, copper cable. Okay, and then we will have... This is going to be a pain in the neck. Okay, because then we'll do this, I think. All right, let me take another look at how I'm doing this. All right, because then we have this stuff going here, here, here and here, and then here, and then here and here, right? And then back here, we need to go like that. And now we need more of those cables. Good. Let's make sure our electric demand hasn't suddenly tanked out on me. Good, it hasn't. Okay. Just double checking. All right, so then we go like that, like that, like that. All right, so let's start configuring these now. So we have that, 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 and that, right? Right. And this is going to be another pain in the neck because I have to get iron into these as well. Huh. Well, this should be fun. So what if I do this? Okay, so how much production? Let's take a look. Takes 1.3 versus 11. Okay, so we can just feed these with 1 and 1. All right. And then what we can do over here is we can say, because you're going to be that and you're going to be that. All right. And then you guys are going to feed using these things. And then up here, we can then have 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have this guy coming down, right? So he can come down to here. And he's going to have to loop, though. That's going to be the issue. Because he's going to have to come over. Like this. And then we're going to have, let's see. What are you guys producing? Right, this stuff. All right, and then we have some fast inserters around here somewhere. Right? Right. So these guys are going to go like that, 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 and that. And we're going to stick one of these guys over here and over here. And that'll go... I'll have to put these on the outside, I guess. Like that. Nope, that's not going to work. And then like that. Okay, good. Perfect, I think. I think. So we'll do that and that and that and that. Okay, so then we need iron to feed into these two. So that's a good job for a requester chest, which will go right about there. And like that and like that. And we'll tell this guy that you want to keep that much and 200 of it in there. Perfect. Okay, so now we just need some more of this stuff. Okay, so you're all set, so we'll fill you, we'll fill you, we'll fill you, and you, and you, and we need some more of those. Okay. I know this is taking a while, but we're basically redesigning our entire production system from scratch. And then there's that stuff, but that stuff can wait. Right? Right. Huh. All right, so let's get around this thing, and let's take a look. Okay. So then this, we need to have something in there, there, and there. And then what we'll do here is we'll get 2 more requester chests. And I'm trying not to overuse these, but this is... I'm rapidly deciding this is probably the best way to go about this. Okay, so then we're going to have that and that. Unless we had a cable coming, unless we had this wrap around. We actually could probably do that. Right, because we have the super long belts. Right, okay. So then, in that case, let's do exactly that. I forgot when I originally designed these, I didn't have these super long belts. Okay, so then we have some of these, right? Like that. Now remember, you have to stop it just a little bit earlier than I did right there. So that, or rather, we have that. We have that. Let me pick this junk up. And what we can then do, of course, is, what are you requesting? Just iron? Good. We have this guy link like that. And then we have some more fast inserters. Like that. We connect these. And then we have one of these guys feeding like that. And we still need plastic, but we can get plastic via requester chest. So logistics, plastic. Keep 200 in there, please. Let's just fill your request now for my sanity's sake. And then we need a passive provider. Because what are you saying about advanced circuits? That we don't have any in the network, right? Yes, that's exactly what you're saying. So then we'll go with our passive provider. And we'll put that right there. And we'll get ourselves a pair of smart inserters. And we'll say less than that. Let's say 200. Less than that, we'll say 200. We'll drop 200 in there. Oh, because it's eating them for other purposes already. Okay, good. All right, then that guy should be full up. Good. All right, so now we need to get the acid, which actually shouldn't be that hard now that I think about it. We go up and up, right? And then we get some... And we're just going to go 1 and 2. And then we get... Let's see. Oh, beautiful. And that passive provider isn't needed anymore. I didn't even know it was there, to be honest with you. Let's get this, and then let's go like that, and then like that. Oh, right, this is why this is going to be a pain in the neck. And then I have to go... Oh. Like that to that, but if I need to move this first. Because I have to go like that. And then like that. And then we'll get that and that. We'll get another one of these guys. We'll put him there. And then we'll go, let's see. I need one more fast. Because we'll go like that. Like that and like that. And then we need a chest of some sort. Just a standard wooden chest will do the trick. We'll close you off almost entirely. And then we'll get ourselves, let's see, what's your speed? We actually probably here can just get away with using these. Okay, good. And then up here, I can put a splitter in. Just a regular splitter. And then one of these extended belts. Like that. And then, let's see. And then we can go like that, that, and that. And what we'll also do, just for appearance's sakes, this will hook that guy up too. Hey, look, shotgun shell shooting speed. Anyways, guys, unfortunately, we've blown pretty much the entire episode working on that. So I want to thank you for watching me redesigning pretty much my entire base system right here. And yeah, so thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, even if it was a little, we'll say derpy at times. I think that's a good way of saying it, right? Derpy at times, yes. Anyways, this has been Mr. Kasarian. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. As always, happy building.